Guys, it's Chrissie with Chrissie's Divine Design Tarot, and today we are doing a reading for the collective. Now, this will resonate for any of the signs out there, and we're going to try a new spread. It's called the Astrology Life Wheel. This is something I've kind of come up with, and I just wanted to give it a try. I'm going to bring in the Black Moon astrology cards. Now, anybody that loves astrology, you're going to love these cards. Third house messages, Taurus, I have. And we're going to do this wheel, and it's kind of similar to the cards in a sense that it's all about what I have, what I use, what I think, what I feel. So these are all things that are going to be, wow, part of it. Let's look at the first house. Wow. We have the Emperor. Look at you. Wow. We got emotionally connected and coming through here, going somewhere. Whoever you are, maybe this is how you see yourself here as the Emperor. Maybe you're a feminine in your masculine energy here. You might be that person coming through. Maybe you're doing some type of venture or business or some type of job that has that authority. These are all aspects that are going well in your life right now. Wow. And this is that self love. So you're emotionally connected. So you're definitely pouring into yourself. And you're on the way here. You are moving quickly here. Where are you going? Let's see about your next house. Your second house is money. This is Taurus usually because we start with Aries. Aries is the youngest of the wheel for astrology. So if you don't know your natal sign, usually you start with the Aries. But if you do know your natal chart, what your rising is, like for me, I am a Virgo rising. So for me, this would be self, like if this was my reading, which I might just claim. I don't know. Let's look at the money and see here. Now the money is kind of about your stability, your values. Wow, this sounds just like me, the Hermit. So stability, resources, what you possess. This is what I have. This is what I am. This is what I have. So, hermiting, this is that self-love, doing the work. These are your values. You know you have some things to get rid of from your past that are hindering you. Wow, we're going to put that there. You're very serious about what you're doing here. This is something that you know you need to do in order to be able to move forward. Um, by putting all those fears and all those things out of your mind, out of your head. I feel like you really have to purge it first, like cry it out, whatever you have to scream, yell, whatever you do, bang your fist. I don't know, punch a bag. I don't know. However, you deal with your pain. And um, eventually getting to a point where you're able to let that go. And I'm not saying you're not going to get triggered. I mean, that's sometimes that happens, but realizing when you're being triggered and why is important, and being able to choose to act differently, or choose to um, behave differently, I guess, than what you would have before. Now, this is in order to help you become a better version of yourself, right? So let's move on to, I think this is your third house and your communication. Whoa. Oh, you are learning how to communicate maybe better. This may be your mental journey as well with that consciousness, that mind. So I feel like you may be learning really a lot of lessons or how to do certain things. You've investigated things, you've researched things. Oh, you're going to get a victory on this. You're going to get to that consciousness that you're looking for. I feel like you are going to have that mental journey where it really does make a difference. Uh, Speaking with your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way to get there. Let's see. I feel for the fourth house foundations. That one wants to come. Ah, Ten of Wands. So it may have been a little bit of a burden feeling a lot of weight here. This may be because you want to help other people get that security as well. Maybe you want to buy your own place. Maybe you want to help your kids buy a place if they're at that age, or maybe you're wanting to have certain amount for your kids for schooling. It's like whatever it is, maybe you're just wanting to have a baby, knowing you have to have money for that. And I feel like this is that personal preference for people about what they want to do here. Now, this is the mom wheel with I feel, and it's like, I want my mommy. It's kind of what I'm getting here. This is that one where anyone that's really attached to mom, and I feel, okay, maybe you are a mom. This is sometimes it was a bit of a burden for you. Maybe mom was there for you. Maybe you were there for your kids, take it however it resonates. Let's look at I will. And this is that integration from the last wheel, taking that stuff in. Ah, look at this. You're a fighter. I will fight for my creativity, my love, my romance. I will fight for my children. I will fight to have sex. I'm kidding. But you will have fun, and it's about, and maybe you have fun in the bedroom. I don't know. But it's got to do with this is what I will do. These are the things I want to do. I will do them. This is your willpower, I guess you could say. Whoa. Look at you, the chariot coming through for the service. You are going way ahead. This is like you're have that control over your what you're doing, maybe a routine. You analyze things. This is the analyzing wheel. This is that service and health wheel. So maybe you analyze animals. Maybe you're a veterinarian. Maybe you can tell when an animal is hurting, and maybe other people are oblivious to it. You have that eye for detail. Maybe you catch on to things that people miss most of the time. This is this is the underlying causes or effects of why they are hurting. And it might be like, okay, this animal doesn't look like they're doing well. And recognizing certain hints before it even gets to that point. Maybe if people didn't know this about their pet, maybe you are a pet specialist. Maybe you go in and help for pets to get along or become part of the family, or maybe they're a little standoffish and don't want to be part of the family. There might be some underlying reason for that. It's like you're there and you can see it. Maybe you work with animals, maybe you train animals. This is that service, though, whatever you're doing, it's like it doesn't have to be with animals either. I mean, you might just be very good at what you do because you know the underlying reasons why you're there in the first place. Maybe it is a talent that you have, or the way you handle something. So, or the strength you need to be in that position. So, it could be a lot of factors here. Let's look at the partnership and harmony. Oh, somebody might be watching you. They want to communicate with you. They're very curious about you. Somebody might want to communicate with you, or this is just you. You're very good with your communication. Perhaps you have certain things that you say, or maybe you use your voice for something. Maybe you're on the radio. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, of course, this isn't service, this is I balance, right? So these are marriages and relationships and opponents. So it's how you handle people um, and how you balance things out. So maybe you don't like confrontation. So perhaps you will be able to disarm this person or de-escalate things so that it doesn't get to a certain point. It's like you're very good with your words where you're able to see things for what maybe they are even. You might even be picking up on people's underlying kind of things. If we're looking back here, you're able to see things here and communicate them effectively. So let's see, what are you thinking? Oh, judgment. Okay. So let's look at this house. This is your one, two, three, four, 6, 7, 8. I just wanted to make sure. Eighth house. This is I desire. These are your manifestations. And it's like you are thinking about judgment here. This is that transformation, that life changing events that are coming for you, where you've closed out certain things from a lesson. You're awakened already. You're accepting what fate has for you. And I feel like this is, you're thinking about this transformation and when this might become. You might be looking for this. These are your desires, your attitude towards things, sex and death and others, and even the occult. So, not that you're in an occult. I feel like this is somebody that is doing things for the good. It's not for black magic at all or trying to have any ill intentions towards anybody because if you know what black magic is, that's exactly what it is. It's when you're wishing bad things on somebody. So if you don't want karma to come back around someday, and it's funny how spirit works because you might be like, well, that person did me dirty. I'm waiting for this karma to come and they're doing better now. And it's funny because spirit will maybe build this person up just to tear it all away and that will be their karma. So don't worry about how things are going because one day they will pay. And usually spirit has that way of building them up just to take it all away. And the thing is with that, it's not that you're wanting ill intentions or somebody to have to pay for anything anyway, because if you're in a good space, you're going to know that they'll end up getting that karma. Maybe you're waiting for the karma to happen, which is fine. I mean, that's whatever. I don't judge. But like I said, it may not be on your time. It's going to be on spirit's time. And it's like I said, it's going to be at a time where they're feeling on top of the world, right? Okay. So let's look at judgment here. Uh, this might be someone you're thinking about who might you're hoping is maybe closing out a cycle or transforming, or maybe that person is coming in for you. Now, if this is your person's, if this is your person that you're looking for an emperor to be coming in for you, you might be watching out for them for their communication. Do you want somebody that's going to fight for you and have your back? Oh my goodness. And you haven't had this person come in yet with it in the reverse. Two of Cups. This is a partnership that you're hoping is going to come through. Wow. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Now, this is what you're desiring. So, this may be something you're manifesting here. Okay. Now, let's get on to I see. Now, this is your ethnical, your belief systems, religion. Wow. So, Nine of Swords. Okay, so you might be a little worried. Maybe you have depression. Maybe you have nightmares. Maybe you have ADHD. Maybe you have all of the above. Maybe you have some type of anguish here about something. This is having that kind of anxiety about something here. Maybe you're hoping for this, and maybe this person has a bit of anxiety about coming forward or coming back around if it's somebody from your past. This is something you're yearning for. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody from the past, but it is yearning for that love of somebody. And it may be that you have somebody in mind. It can be. Take however it resonates for you, right? So I'm kind of getting that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to look at your 10th house. Oh, this is about philosophy as well, right? So I feel like whoever this is, ethnical groups, we're all kind of blending for ethnicity. I can never say it. Um, so I feel like you don't care who's who for race. I mean, you shouldn't anyways, right? Because then that you're really that's racist. So this is somebody that it doesn't matter who you are. We all bleed the same, right? So it doesn't matter what color your skin is. So I feel like whoever I'm speaking about is got a major belief system, especially I'm getting fighting for that underdog. So you may have somebody that fights for those the people that can't speak for themselves is kind of what I'm getting right now. Let's see here. Let's look at structure. So somebody is a little apprehensive about coming back around. Maybe they don't feel like they have enough for you. Ah, this is somebody that walked away. Now, structures here, this may be about your reputation. This could be about what you do for work. Um, this may be whatever you're doing for business or even the recognition. Maybe I'm getting more of a channel here, like YouTube or platform of some sort, TikTok or whatever the case is. If this is what you're doing, whoever this is that I'm speaking to, it doesn't have to be, but it's about that recognition of you. So maybe it's on Facebook, maybe it's in some other form or whatever you're doing for a career. This person maybe doesn't care for whatever you're doing. Maybe you're a tarot reader. Maybe they're religious. Maybe they don't like spirituality or what you are doing or how this affects them or how they're seen. They may see you as a crazy person because you're spiritual, which I don't understand, but whatever. So it's okay. So this person is maybe running for the hills because of what you do. Let's get another card on that Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. This is totally abandoning you, maybe at a time that you really needed somebody here. Oh, yeah, look at that. They may even talk shit about you. You may have had a tip about this. They maybe didn't like what you stood for. The Five of Swords here. This is maybe an argument you had about what you do for work, maybe. Um, I'm getting it's kind of like a empty victory for you. There's a lot of love here. You love this person. They may have even loved you, but hmm, okay. Maybe they didn't feel they had an they didn't maybe they heard things about your reputation or they didn't like where things were headed. Or maybe they just didn't believe in you. These are the equipment things that you use to get where you need to go. And this may be your life purpose. And if they're not there, it's like if you don't believe in me, then and what I'm doing, then it's not something we can be together on. I feel like this is maybe what you may have said. Okay, let's get into that humanitarian, the 11th house. This is social expressions, your hopes and aspirations. This is what I know. Oh, yeah, look at you. You are working hard on what you know, and this is something you know of. And I wouldn't feel bad about what you're doing. If this is your life purpose, then this person maybe wasn't for you. Maybe you put a lot of work into this person or wanted to go there with this person and you're just continue working. I feel like what's going on here is all that hurt and everything you are putting into you. So I feel like you're with the 11th house. This is what I know. These are your universal values, your self expression, your wishes, and the love you're looking to be received. Now, maybe this person just wasn't for you. So let's see. And usually, if they're not for you, there's something better coming in for you. Let's see what this is. Two of Swords. Now, you might be a little confused on which way to go. You may not have all the information, or this person doesn't. And it might be information they're getting that is totally wrong about you. So, I feel like you believe in yourself. So I believe is the 12th house. This is karma. This is hidden strength. Maybe they didn't know you had that much strength within you. This is psychic abilities too. Perhaps you have um, had some type of premonition. Maybe you're a prophet. Maybe you see things that are going to happen before they happen. These are things that you're looking at that subconscious level. These are maybe secrets you might know about somebody or have found out about somebody that they don't know you know because you have seen it. Not that you've been told about it. And they may realize you know something about them without anyone saying anything. And it might scare them. It might scare them. I can't lie. So they may not be sure about you. So they might be looking back. Maybe you've made it big. Maybe you're getting better at what you're doing. Maybe you're working hard at it and getting somewhere. And this person might be reevaluating things. Whether you bring them back into your life or not is going to be up to you. So let's have a look and see what we have for your intuition and what it's saying. Ah, Page of Wands. So this is kind of saying to me, you might be inspiring this person. They may have some fresh ideas about maybe what you're doing. They might be a little more enthusiastic or positive or see new opportunities. They may even act on chance with this. How about you? How are you seeing this person? I love it. You are putting up those boundaries. Hello. You did not believe in me, dude. Come on, like this is me. No, I'm just kidding. But you might be saying, look, I believed in me. How come you didn't believe in me? And if you heard something about me, why didn't you come to me to find out if it was even true? Most people that talk about someone else, it's because either they got rejected and it's their ego speaking. So they're going to say a lot of shit about somebody because they didn't get what they wanted and they don't want to look bad. Or anybody to know that they were rejected. So they might flip the switch or flip the script. So it's like, right? So, in a sense, it's like to know that somebody's talking badly about you, maybe about something that you may have done. Maybe somebody's videotaped it. Maybe somebody has taken pictures and put it online and posted it without your knowledge. And this is a view that somebody may have even kind of made it look a certain way when they edited it, right? So it puts you in a bad light where you're really not that way. Maybe you did something impulsively to get back at somebody, and maybe somebody caught it on tape. And it was when you came to a spot where possibly where you're at that point in your life, it's like I'm feeling like I can give you an example of what I'm feeling here. Um, it's like they're cheating on me right in front of me. And it's like, fine, you want to do that? I'm going to do this. And then this ends up being online. And even if you didn't follow through with it, you just wanted them to believe that that's what you were doing. Um, it made you look bad. And then it's like you have regret about trying to get back at them because now not only have you were you up here in your level, you've dropped down to where they were, right? So now your level's down here in the eyes of everybody. And so it's like how do you rebuild that? How do you change that? Because maybe you're not the same person you used to be. And I feel like this is kind of this person's journey here. They might be at that point of seeing you, what you're doing, what you're about. Maybe it's a channel, maybe it's something you're doing that they're seeing. They're obviously watching you. So I'm kind of getting, for some of you out there, this may be your emperor coming in. This is maybe your person that is a counterpart here that maybe walked away from you, maybe for someone else, maybe they weren't available to begin with. I feel like maybe that's what you were picking up on, but there was something you were seeing that they didn't know you knew, right? So but they walked away maybe to be with someone else, and that's fine. You did your stuff, you worked, and now they might be looking at you differently. So let's do one card on each of these because I've got to get going. Let's see here. The Emperor coming forward that is emotionally available. Wow, Neptune, sacrifice. They may have sacrificed you. And number 10 here, they may have closed this cycle out even before it started. Maybe they had no, I'm almost getting like playing with you, hot and cold, in and out, whenever they want, kind of showing up whenever. Let's see here. Neptune. Hmm. I'm kind of getting with that. It's like, uh, that's the hangman energy. That's pausing and reflecting, being aware of somebody or a new perspective about somebody. So they may have been shut off before they even started. So they may have already had a preconceived notion about you. Let's see here. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Let's see. What's the Hermit? Gemini, I think. Okay. We're only on the second house. So Gemini is usually the next house coming through with the what is it? Aries, Taurus, um, Gemini. So we're one house away here. Taurus is here, I have, and the third house, messages. So this is all about this next message. So they may see you learning something here or researching something here. They might be researching you. They may have found out you were in hermit mode. Third house. They may want to speak to you here. That might be something that they're worried that they don't have enough for you with the number 5 on the Taurus here. And Gemini with the I think here. Um, they may have told you what they think. Maybe they needed to learn something from you, possibly here. Maybe you schooled them. Let's see. Mercury retrograde, reinventions. Like it. I feel like with this, you've learned something, or they've learned something. And Mercury retrograde is definitely going the opposite direction of what it normally goes. And it's like, this is not the time for this person to come through. I feel like they may have learned something about you that they may have seen as a burden. Let's see here. One, two, three, fourth house. Their foundation. Oh, we have healing and Uranus genius. So I feel like they may have seen you as a burden. They may have seen you healing, and they may have seen you as maybe a little too unique, maybe a little too outside of the box, that they weren't comfortable with that. They wanted to fight for this at one point, though. Maybe somebody's come between here. Possibly somebody's come between you two. Yeah, South Lode. Life's debts. There may have been karma that they needed to do. Maybe they were trying to fight for this, um, or come in for this, and possibly maybe you rejected them or found, maybe they found that you had found someone else. Maybe you fought for it and you found they had someone else. Let's see, what's the Chariot? Water element sensing. I feel like when this person came in, if they did show up at where you were, I feel like you sensed them being there. It's like you picked up on their energy, and you don't even have to be a water sign. You might have just been able to feel their energy, especially if this is a twin flame. You may have that electric force coming through, like they maybe drove past your door there, and you're looking out the door going, who was that? I could feel them there. I know who that is. I'm sure that's who this is. And sure enough, they've driven past your house. Ninth house, having faith. I love it. So we are on one, two, three, four, five, six, seventh house. All right. This is all about partnerships. All right. Having faith in this partnership, and perhaps you had the faith, maybe they did not. Maybe they had faith that things would come back together. Let's see. Maybe you walked away from them. Let's see. What's the Two of Cups? Aquarius, I know. So maybe this was an Aquarius that came through. Maybe it was an air sign. Let's see. I'm getting like maybe you thought they had karma. Maybe you weren't willing to do that. This could be that maybe I'm kind of getting that maybe they weren't comfortable. This is a little out of their comfort zone. Maybe they had some anxiety. You didn't want them. Perhaps you told them you were moving forward here. Earth element stability. Maybe you're an earth sign. Maybe they were running from an earth sign here. Number 11 again. This is something the spirits maybe guided the two of you together here. Tell me about the Five of Swords here and the Eight. I feel like this person maybe wanted another chance with you. Maybe you had moved on. You could sense that they were there. Maybe they didn't show up. So then you thought, okay, they don't want what I want. So I'm just going to keep going down the road I'm going. I feel like this person, I feel like you knew they were there. I don't know. That's really what I'm getting here. Pisces, I believe. So you may have walked away from this person or they walked away from you. I feel like they didn't work on this with you. Maybe they were at a crossroads. Maybe you are. Let's see. Maybe they didn't believe in you, like I said. Let's see with the Eight. Mars force. You have this huge force with you that you are working. You've taken all of that hurt, all of that energy of Mars behind you and forced it into whatever you're creating, whether it's a business, whether it's something you're doing online, maybe it's the job you have, maybe you get a really great positions considering, well, there's so many jobs out there that nobody seems to want. And some of them are really good paying jobs. What's the Two of Swords here? What is this crossroads that this person's having or that you're having? Fifth house, creativity, right? So I feel like they may see you being as very creative, whatever you're creating. I feel like there might be a little sadness here that you're doing well. I shoulda, woulda, coulda is kind of what I'm getting. Balance with the Libra. They didn't close out a cycle here with someone else or close out a belief system here that they maybe have or somebody's put in their mind. Saturn returns, age. So this person needed to grow up a little bit, maybe. I feel like it's about this change that they need to have here about their belief systems. And I feel like they're giving away their power to other people for them to decide what they need to do. And it's like, who cares what anybody else thinks? What do you think? Who cares what anybody else is going to worry about? It's what you should be worrying about. It's not what anybody else has to say about it. It's about what you want in your heart. And if this is something you want and you're not going after it because other people have said something that you shouldn't, then you might be walking away from something that you're going to regret later. And it's going to be where it might be too late when you try to come back because of the time that you wasted or the time that you were believing these other people when you could have chose your own mind, your own heart, and gone after what you wanted to go after. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. So let's look at your intuition here. Let's look at what your person thinks. Cancer, I feel like this person's getting that realization that coulda, woulda, shoulda. wow, this person's doing really great for themselves. Maybe I judge them too harshly. And it's like, why are you even judging to begin with? Right? So don't judge me. Come talk to me. Find out what I'm about. Don't take someone else's word for it. They're not going to tell you the real story. They don't even know. They're probably making shit up. Especially if they don't even know you. So that's the funny part too, because sometimes people that have been hurt might test somebody, and maybe they test you, but I have a feeling you tested them as well. And I feel like it was okay, this is what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I know you've gone to a friend that's going to contact me. I'm going to tell them something and see if I'm right that they're going to tell you about it. And now it's an epic fail because now they've got the information that you're some kind of Looney Tune, and they're going to believe it. So let them believe it. Let them give away that power. Maybe they weren't for you to begin with. What are you saying or seeing here about them? They're feeling it now, okay? That they coulda, woulda, shoulda, and didn't. So let's see. Seventh house partners. They shoulda, woulda, coulda, and didn't. And this is number four. You are gaining your stability, and they see it now. And possibly they were coming towards you because you had no money. Maybe you had no job. Maybe you weren't doing well for yourself. Maybe you were at a point in your life where you needed the help, and they chose to walk away. So, whatever this is for you, whoever I'm speaking to, it's like they chose what they were going to do and didn't really give you an opportunity to speak your truth, okay? Where they took the word of someone else and instead of coming to you and talking with you directly, maybe they felt you weren't being real with them, and that's fine too, but to underhandedly do that, mind you, you did it too. So if you're kind of it's not like a tit for tat, but it kind of is, right? So really, it just shows me that you're not able to speak with this person up front. They're not going to be real with you, or maybe you were real with them, and they chose to find out another way to make sure. I don't know. But whatever the case is, if they didn't believe in you in the first place or weren't willing to be with you because of what you were doing, that you believed in yourself, that you could do something, then maybe they weren't for you. So it looks like you, when it comes to partners, maybe they're going to come back around. Maybe you're going to say yes. Maybe you're going to say no. Maybe you're going to put those boundaries up. Hmm. Because this is a twin flame, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to do it anyway. Let's do it. Oh, we already have a telepathic message from this person. Oh, it's a twofer. Embrace what fate has in store for you. So, Spirit might be saying, here you go. This is what's coming in. Somebody from your past life, or it could be this lifetime, we reunite with our loved ones over and over in different lives. This is going to be a lesson for your person. Maybe you're meant to walk away from this person. Let's see. Union. They want that union with you. Okay. Now, are you going to take them back? Are you? I don't know. Let's see. See what else they want to say. Maybe we should find out what you want to say to them. Let's do that. Let's find out, Spirit, what you want to say to them. Oh, let's see. Oh, I felt that twin flame. Here it is. Confirmation. Twin flames themselves contain an aspect of each other's personalities. So maybe you're both that way because you're mirroring each other. So they did something underhandedly to find out about you through someone else, and you did the same. You mirrored each other here. Now that's so funny. Marriage. The marriage of souls of union to two divine opponents. So you are saying, look, we're meant to be married, twin flame marriage. You said you wanted to marry me, or you may have mentioned that you've always wanted to. Oh, I'm getting the one that got away. Okay. This is kind of mirroring one of my experiences that I've had. Let's see. Universe is guiding you towards that special someone. Just let everything take its course. Now, Spirit might have something you two are meant to do as a way of service, whether you want to do it or not. They're going to bring you two together. Ah, there is a barrier here. Now, maybe this barrier is you, maybe the barrier is them. Um, but you got to find a way around the obstacles to find happiness. And I feel like if they're going to put finding out from someone else what they should do, then I feel like that's a barrier for you. I feel like that's a problem for you. Yeah, you're going to observe. Noticing all the noteworthy things in your relationship. And I feel like that may feel like a barrier to you because you know in your own heart that you need to follow your heart. It's like if somebody's settled by thinking about someone else over here, but they're with somebody over here, why aren't you going after that person? Like you settled with somebody less than that isn't doing it for you because you're thinking about this person. So it's like, I don't know. And I'm not saying to go and leave your person when you've been with them for 10, 15, 20, 25 years, and even more. I mean, I'm not saying that at all. If things are working for you and everything's good in your life, I mean, by all means, keep going. I mean, don't uproot everything in your life because of this reading, right? You have to kind of read between the lines when it comes to readings, whatever resonates for you already. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Yes, trust your intuition. So trust whatever you're being led to do. I feel like you might already know what you're meant to do here. Let's see, let's crack the deck. Enlightenment. There is no separation. We realize we are one with the divine. So I feel like you are getting downloads of what you're meant to do here and that you're going to listen to your intuition. Maybe you were already told to walk away from this. That may be why the barrier is up. Or maybe you've been told to embrace this union. So, whatever you are getting from your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides that you're meant to be doing here, maybe you are seeing certain numbers on the clock. Look those numbers up. And how you do that is you go to Google, you go into angel number meanings. I would put spirituality in there somewhere. And then any numbers that you're seeing on the clock, type those in. You will get a meaning for those set of numbers. You're only able to put four in though. So 4 digits. So switch them around, add them together, you know, whatever. If it's like 17, put in 8. So 1 and 7 equals 8. So just add the two numbers together to get another number, and you'll get different messages. Maybe there's a question you want to ask, and your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides will tell you in those numbers you might be seeing over and over and over on the clock. So maybe every time you look at the clock, you see the same set of numbers in different orders, but they're the same numbers. So there's something you're meant to know here from your ancestors, angels, and spirit guides. Let's just get real quick here. I'm just going to open this up a bit. All right, March. Maybe it's a Pisces, maybe March, next March is significant. I need to text a message. Now, this may be your person. There's signs they're getting, maybe in Scorpio season, or maybe they have Scorpio water in maybe October 23rd to November 21st is significant. Maybe they have a Scorpio in their life already. They're they're anchored to somebody else, maybe. They have a car, have car. and love for you. So they are going to see some signs when it comes to things about you. So I feel like they might kind of get in the car because they have a car and come and see you. So maybe they're not in walking distance or bicycle. Maybe they have to drive for a couple hours to get there. Maybe they have to drive to the next town. Whatever it is, they have to drive to get there. So they are a bit of a distance from you. So there is some things coming through here. I almost want to kind of get it's going way longer than I thought. Okay. They're gonna move forward though, so that's good. We have December as well. We have Taurus season and Capricorn. So maybe you're a Capricorn or Taurus or a Scorpio. I kind of feel like maybe there's something here. There is love here. Oh, it's even true love here. Somebody's got their head in the clouds or up their butt, but they are capable of coming forward. They are a fun guy with the mushroom, or they're being kept in the dark and being fed bullshit. So take it how it resonates for you, okay? All right, you guys, this is what I have for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you do those likes and subscribing. It tells, I was going to say spirit, but it tells YouTube that you like the channel, that you want to see more of the channel, and the subscriptions really do count because it really does say that you really like the channel, and then it will start to regulate more and more and more. So, I am still trying to figure out live. I haven't finished my taxes yet. I got $3. Like, I'm just gonna figure that shit out and put it as whatever. I can't account for $3, so whatever. That's not a big deal. I'm just gonna do one of those things, or I can't think of the name right now. But anyways, if you think of the name, type it in the comment section. I might look later when I get back. So anyhow, take care, you guys. If you want to donate, you can. Of course, there is PayPal in the description box or the super thanks, or just watching the videos is so much thanks. It's thanks enough. Seriously. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. Such love in this group, with this community, and I really love it. I hope that you get what you needed out of the readings or that it helps somebody somewhere along the lines. All right, you guys, take care, stay blessed, and we'll see you next time. Later.